Welcome back to Jen Murphy reading the book I wrote for people who don't like to read. We're on chapter 3, The Carrot That Almost Took My Virginity. If you're a parent of mine or a family member, you might want to tune out right now. I was on the brink of my senior year of high school, and my only sexual experience was that of a young guy's tongue darting in and out of my mouth like a toad catching flies. And one peek by the community pool I got when a fierce gust of Southern California wind blew my high school crush, Josh Steinberg, I probably shouldn't have used his real name, bathroom suit, Josh's bathing suit wide off his upper leg like a parachute that was slowly gliding down to earth, adrift solely for my pleasure. This isn't a cheesy romance novel, I promise. You'd think that growing up within miles from a major city like Los Angeles, a young teen on the brink of adulthood would be a little more streetwise, but not this 17-year-old virgin. Kudos to my parents and the 9 years of Catholic school for successfully keeping me in that sex is only for a lifetime of committed marriage bubble. A lot of my friends, I use that term lightly, I didn't have many friends, but most of the girls I sat adjacent to in various classrooms at Temple City High School had already known the awkward feelings of teenage sex, or had at least given blowjobs, an act that simply horrified me. Still kind of does. At that age, I couldn't even imagine the logistics of such a challenge. It's not that I was necessarily in any real hurry for the physical act of sex, I just became so curious from all the hype. Stricken with scoliosis at the age of 11, and bound by a hard, thick plastic brace till I was 15 in hopes to correct my S-shaped curved spine, I didn't exactly have the confidence of a supermodel, nor the swagger. My body was, and still is to this day, stuck stiff and upright from years of back brace bondage. My parents were very strict, so up until that point, my only reference of sex was from the Friday the 13th movies we watched at my 6th grade girls' slumber parties, which certainly didn't help my comfort with the pulsating act. In case you don't remember or were born after the date of 1985, every time a couple engaged in sex in those films, they got their heads cut off by the hockey-masked murderer, Jason, the lakeside killer. And it was always while the couple was in the middle of some sort of sexual act, I might add. It's like he would wait till just before they climaxed and then off with their head. I guess that should have been my first clue that Hollywood is filled with perverts. So now I had the childhood Catholic school guilt of Jesus and the fear of Jason in me. I'm not sure which one was worse. But I do know that, to this day, I'd never had sex near a lake or on Sundays. To this day, I've never had sex near a lake or on Sundays. As for the night in question, I describe it as any other regular night in the quaint Temple City bedroom of a sheltered, adolescent, curious Murphy. Nestled in covers just inches below the countless Donnie Wahlberg photos on my wall, while my face drooled on a pillow of this same NKOTB heartthrob. It was all just another average Friday night. That is, till approximately 11:15 p.m., when my landline phone rang with a call from my very, very best friend, Monica, relaying the news of her entry into womanhood. Another virginity lost while I was watching the Arsenio Hall show. Up until this point, Monica had been my only remaining virgin friend. We embraced our newfound Thelma and Louise female power and prided ourselves on being the last ones standing. Her holding out for Keanu Reeves with the same passion I did for my future Wahlburger. But now, being the last known virgin amongst my small clan, I needed to know what this penetration... I'm having a lot of trouble reading today. I needed to know what this penetration frenzy was all about. I tried to think of what could compare to the real thing, and quickly decided a carrot must be the closest and most attainable object within reach. I got out of bed and gently walked down the hall to the kitchen so as not to disturb my sleeping parents. Refrigerator door successfully ajar, I quickly bent down and surveyed the vegetable drawer, removing the largest carrot I could find. With one swift grab of the household vegetable peeler, I opened the cupboard where the trash can was kept and meticulously shaved that ginger bald. After carefully transporting my DIY dildo back to my room and somewhat shamefully slipping back under my Wahlberg shrine, I faced my fear of vaginal invasion and shoved the sharp, freshly shaved and pointed tip inside of me. Ouch. Looking back, I guess I should have chosen the larger, rounded root end of the vegetable, but I figured I was supposed to start out small, so... Moments later, dissatisfied and even more confused where this so-called pleasure was derived from, I quietly snuck out to the backyard and buried the plant-based evidence deep down into our trash can where it could not be seen. I certainly didn't want my mom questioning why I threw away a perfectly good carrot, and God forbid her curiosity caused her to pick up the said vegetable out of the rubbish and sniff it for freshness. I woke the next morning grateful for my still virginal canal, swearing to Donnie I'd never cheat on him again, and that maybe we should take things slow. To this day, my mom still wonders why I insist she only keep baby carrots in the house if I am due for a visit. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to actually buy the book, go to Amazon and purchase it. Thank you.